Hello students, Jai Swaminarayan. I hope you all are doing good at home. In part 1 of the lesson force, you learnt about force and the effects of the force. So we are going to revise that first and then we are going to learn about the different types of forces. Now, what is a force? A push or pull exerted on an object is known as force. Effects of force. A force can change the shape or size of an object. A force can make a stationary object move. A force can change the direction of a moving object. The force can stop a moving object. A force can increase or decrease the motion of an object. That means a force can change the speed of the moving object. Now, types of forces. There are mainly 4 types of forces: muscular force, gravitational force, magnetic force, and the frictional force. Now, students, gravitational force and magnetic force are the natural forces. अब हम हर फोर्स के बारे में थोड़ा डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. Muscular force. The force exerted by the muscles of human body is called muscular force. We use our muscles during playing, walking, running, etc. तो हमको मस्कुलर फोर्स की ज़रूरत पड़ती है जब हम प्ले करते हैं, वॉक करते हैं या फिर हम कोई भी काम करते हैं उसमें हमको अपने मसल्स के को वर्क करने के लिए मस्कुलर फोर्स की ज़रूरत पड़ती है. नाउ एनिमल्स exert muscular force to do a heavy work such as plowing and pulling cart. Now comes gravitational force. Whenever an object is thrown vertically upwards, it comes down to the earth. As you can see in this picture children, अगर आप पेपर का प्लेन बनाते हो और उसको ऊपर उड़ाते हो तो वो थोड़ी देर में ही नीचे आ जाता है. इसी तरह आप अगर कोई बॉल लोगे या स्टोन लोगे and you throw vertically upwards, it comes down to the earth. Now see here the pictures you can see. Mangoes are falling from a tree. Now why do mangoes always fall down? Why can they not go up? This is because the earth pulls all the objects towards the center. The pull exerted by the earth on the object is called the gravitational force. Gravity always attracts and never repels. Now comes the magnetic force. तो आप लोगों ने मैग्नेट देखा है ना बच्चों? The force by which a magnet attracts or repels object like iron, steel, nickel, cobalt is called the magnetic force. आपने देखा होगा जब भी आप मैग्नेट को लोहे के पास लेकर जाते हो तो लोहा मैग्नेट पर चिपक जाता है. So whenever a magnetic force is applied, the magnet pulls the object towards it. Now comes frictional force. Whenever you roll a rubber ball on the ground, after some time the ball stops. Have you seen this or not children? आप एक रबर बॉल लो और उसको ज़मीन पर रोल करो. आप क्या देखते हो? थोड़ी देर तक तो वो आगे जाती है और बाद में it stops moving. Similarly, if we stop pedaling a cycle, its speed will reduce and after some time it stops moving. We have read that force can move and stop an object. A moving object like bicycle stops after some time because opposite force from the ground acts on it, and frictional force tries to stop the moving object. Now, it is the force that occurs between moving bodies in contact and opposes the motion of the body. Now, let us understand with one more example. If we walk on a wet surface which is smooth, we have more chances of slipping. This happens because of less friction. Whereas, if we walk on a dry surface, which is a rough surface, we have less chances of slipping. This happens because friction is more. So students, I hope you have understood the different types of forces. Now here in this picture, you can see the gravitational force and the frictional force. Now you have to draw both these diagrams and color them neatly in your notebook. Hope you have understood the lesson well, children, and read this lesson carefully from your books. Thank you, children, and Jai Swaminarayan.